Hey everybody, this is Steve, and theoretically I'm here to offer you some words of wisdom, but I'll settle for words that are at least somewhat helpful. And if we can get to wisdom, then glory to God. As seminarians, you're in a period of preparation. You're preparing to serve the church. So I'm trying to think back to when I was a seminarian and some of what I wish I knew back then. And I'm going to distill all of this into two important words: surprise and hope. I've come here by a very weird road. I was a lawyer at a fancy Wall Street firm when I finally gave in to God's rather persistent call to go to seminary. I thought I had my life figured out. From the time when I was a teenager, I wanted to go into politics and save the world, but some important experiences convinced me that I couldn't even save myself and that I really needed to follow the one who could save me. I had some interesting views about ministry when I was in seminary. I was super into complicated theology and the richness of the Greek language. I couldn't imagine a church where everything wasn't in Greek, but in retrospect, I was more interested in what was interested for me rather than in what would actually save others. I was interested in putting really high stumbling blocks in front of people, making the church as esoteric and difficult to engage with as possible, but who am I to make others stumble when God will make them stand? So the first word I want to share with you is surprise, because God is the one in charge. I didn't go to seminary primarily because I wanted to. I don't do this primarily because I want to. I mean, it helps, but seminary doesn't prepare you for just another job that you want or a career path that you desire. Going to seminary wasn't part of my plan. And then when I found myself in Boston, I came up with a new plan, and what I'm doing now isn't a part of that second plan either. If this is a calling, then there are going to be surprises along the way. There are going to be moments when God asks you to give up something, maybe even everything, to go where He's pointing. Moments when God asks you to go somewhere you don't want to go or never intended to go. And the only thing that can get you through all that is hope. Hope in God. Trust in God, remaining faithful to the God that has already given you so much, even when things are difficult and demoralizing and just plain bad. I wasn't ready for this. My view of the church was shaped by trips to Mount Athos. I had this idealized view of ministry and service to the church, that it would be a peaceful and joyful experience where nothing ever went wrong. Don't get me wrong, serving the church is full of peace and joy, yet it's also full of challenges and disappointments. Challenges that may come close to breaking you at times. You're going to be tested by scandals and bad leadership and bad decisions. Decisions that will sometimes seem as if they're undoing the very work of the church. One of my friends had something really wise to say about this. He observed that there is no Roman Empire anymore, no one to rip us from the safety of the church and throw us to the lions. So we shouldn't be surprised when those struggles happen inside the church rather than outside of it. You're going to find that the church is full of the same politics and nepotism and scandals that you'll find anywhere else, which is hard. And it's the way of the cross. So those are the two words I want to leave with you today: surprise and hope. God is real, and He's in charge, and He's going to surprise you more than you'll be comfortable with. And so will other people. Yet, in the face of those surprises and disappointments, you need to remain faithful. You need to hold on to hope. Wherever God leads you, may He continue to bless you and keep you. May He surprise you with joy and sustain you with hope as He sends you to feed His sheep.